This is Roger with Wheel Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2002 Ford F350 crew cab, utility bed. It's a 7.3 turbo diesel. It's four-wheel drive. It's an XL, which is a work truck. Crank windows. It does have upgrades like cloth seats and other stuff I'll show you. It has a nice long utility box. It has a nice ladder rack with tie downs on top. Single rear wheel, which is also unusual and pretty cool. It was a theft recovery purchased directly from an insurance company in Portland, Oregon. It has 195,900 miles. It was a theft recovery, but as a theft recovery, the insurance company has the right to give it a salvage title, and they did. And the reason they do that is so that when I sell it to you, you can't sue if you kill yourself in it. The insurance company, if they sell it to us on a salvage title, there's no way it can ever come back to them. If they sell it on a clear title, that implies a tiny bit of warranty to me that might go on to you. It's lawyers. That's how you end up with a truck like this. Anyway, there'll be pictures of it before it left Oregon, where we bought it, Portland, and you'll see the pictures of it. It looks pretty much the same as this. Doesn't have the windshield tape on it because now it's got a different windshield. But other than that, it's the exact same truck. When we get them here, we do an inspection. That's what this looks like. And I got my little cheat sheets over here. I'll read that to you real quick. It got a Rotella oil change and filter. It got an air filter. It got a radiator, thermostat, water pump, coolant. We also did the oil cooler. I told you the windshield. When they stole it, they broke the driver door handle and lock cylinder, so that's new. The ignition's new. And I think when the cops found it, they decided to tear up the rear seat and the back side of the passenger front seat. So we had the whole rear seat recovered and the back of the passenger front seat, and it was like cut with a knife. So I think they probably thought that there was drugs or something stored inside it, inside the seats when they tore it up. I'm gonna walk around and show you what's going on here. The tires look like they're probably, gosh, 90-80% tread on the front, and they look like they're probably 60 or so percent tread on the rear. Cosmetically, for a work truck, it's really good. Actually, I'd say it's excellent for a work truck, which is surprising. I'm gonna walk through it. I'm gonna show you what I can show you in the video. There'll be 60 to probably 100 HD pictures. In those HD pictures, you'll have a little device you can click on that'll allow you to zoom in on stuff. It was a work truck, so you got a little bit of paint here. It has cloth seats, which is really cool. See a little bit of paint on this thing. A little bit of paint on the driver's seat, on the steering wheel, etc. I mean, this is a work truck. So if you're looking for a show-off truck, this isn't it. Although I don't know what anyone would be showing off with a crank window truck with a utility box on it, but you never know. There may be some cute girls out there that think that utility trucks are sexy. I'm not sure. Anyway, the whole back of this seat was replaced. They just cut it right off. It was weird. And this seat had a big tear in it too, and they cut it right along the seams. So we couldn't get it to match, so we just did the whole seat, front and back, is new upholstery. Here's that door. That. Let's see. Shoot. There you go. It's like this. Alright. The one-handed demonstration of the utility box is not exactly exact science. That. This guy. Let's see. I guess it goes like, there you go. Yeah, those all the way down the side, so obviously you can get them to clamp on and tie down ladders and whatever. see anything that concerns you cosmetically in this truck, please make sure you zoom in on those pictures. Use that little device that allows you to zoom in. There's absolutely zero reason for any cosmetic surprises here between this video and those pictures. It's a pretty exact deal. Mechanically, we told you what was going on, what we've done to help it. Alright, let's see. We need to find a deal for this crank. Here's my camera for later. Alright, Kelly Blue Book time. I do this in all the videos now. 195,000 mile. That's just a truck. It's not a dually, but that's the image they give you for this. It's booked in as a single rear wheel. If you were to buy this from a dealer, you'd pay $14,540 according to them on the middle, $13,100 on the low, and $15,900 on the high end. That's not assuming a utility box, I believe. Actually, no, it is. There's a utility box. So that would be their price with the utility box. Vehicle reported stolen. That's why it's salvage. It came from New Mexico. And it was in Utah. Boom, 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 boom. And then it was reported stolen, 929 in Washington State. Obviously, they recovered it in Oregon, because that's probably why they gave it a salvage title. Also, not only is it the lawyers, but it went from Washington to Oregon, and that will do it every time, because you'd have to send the truck by shipper back to Washington in order to have a chance of getting a clear title, and they won't do that ever. So anyway, it came from Federated Mutual Insurance. There's your Oregon title, and now it's a wheel Kinetics tile. There's the issue date, 12/11/2015. There's the miles. That stuff will all be in the glove box for you. I'm going to fire this thing up. We're going to look under the hood. Wait to start, and there. 195,920 miles. No blow-by. There's your Ford stamp there. Ford stamp there. Ford stamp right in the middle of that. And there's the Ford stamp there. New seal bottle, new radiator, water pump, oil pump. Alright, let's go for a ride. Alrighty, so let's get the seatbelt on. There we go. Alright, there's overdrive off. On.
Christmas Day.
Radio works fine. It's old school cassette and AM FM, no CD. Let's see, air conditioning. That's definitely working fine. Cup holder. All right, let me put it into neutral. Let me bring it into 4-wheel drive. Now we're in 4 low. That floor shifter is very smooth, by the way. And that's definitely 4 low. That's in drive and reverse. Yeah, that's 4 low. Max speed of 1. All right, let's go to 4-wheel drive high. Now we're in 4-wheel drive high. That shifter is very smooth. Some of those floor shifters aren't. This one is. That's 4 high in drive and in reverse. Perfect. All right, now we're gonna go back to 2-wheel drive and go for a ride. All right, it's on a salvage title. You can't get plates to drive home with or insurance on a salvage title. If you come to drive it home, obviously you need both. To do that, we need to take it to the police here in Tucson. They do what's called a level 3 inspection. We can take that inspection and the salvage title that we currently have and get what's called a restored salvage title. Then you can go get insurance, and then we can issue you temporary plates to drive home with. So obviously that's mandatory. We charge $200 to do that. It's a minimum of 4 hours of our time, up to 10, depending on how busy the cops are doing real police work that day. They don't let us drop them off anymore. We have to sit there on the curb next to it until they're done with it, which could be all day if you've ever been to motor vehicles. So that's why we charge $200 to cover the minimum of 4 hours and sometimes 10 hours of our employee just sitting there. 50 goes to the state for the actual inspection, and 150 goes to us to cover our guy sitting there staring at the side of it all day. So that's mandatory, $200. Then you'll have a $250 dock fee. Then you'll have taxes. Taxes are 2% city sales tax here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if your state tax rate is 4%, you'll pay 6%. If it's 7%, you'll pay 9%. If it's 0%, you'll pay 2%. So if you come to Tucson, you will pay $200 to restore the title. You will pay $250 dock fee, and you will pay whatever your state tax rate is plus 2% city sales tax here in Tucson. If you pay by wire and ship, all you have to pay is the agreed upon price. There's no dock fee, there's no taxes, nothing. However, I still strongly suggest you have us restore the title for $200 before it ships out. That way we can mail you a restored salvage title. Unless you are positive you can get it done and it's easy to do in your state, you should have us do it. But places like Texas, if you've got time, they're pretty easy to do it there. So just make sure you get it done there. Deposit is $500. Once we receive your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com, and you'll know it's yours. Wow, this is a big, heavy truck, and it runs really good. Anyway, once we receive your deposit, we'll put your name in a banner over the truck at wheelkinetics.com. You'll know it's yours. Until then, it's for sale. It's a 7.3 single rear wheel, 1-ton crew cab 4x4 utility truck. People, this is not going to take long. I say that sometimes, when I say that, I'm fooled and they're around for a couple months. This one's going to be around for a couple days. So please get in on this one. All right. Once you get your offer accepted through our online process, please get your deposit in. If you're not going to get your deposit in, by the time you get home to do it, it'll probably be gone. Okay? Warranty speech. There's no warranty. Are you kidding me? It's got 195,000 miles since an 02. We're giving you tons of information on what it's got, and, what we've done and all that stuff. But we don't know if it's going to break tomorrow or not. We really don't. And anyone who tells you that they know what a used car is going to do, whether it's got 5,000 miles or 195,000 miles on it, they're lying. So we don't know what's going to happen to this car. My brother drives a twin turbo Porsche that's perfect, and he doesn't know if it's going to start every day either. Okay? There's risk involved. If you don't like risk, please don't buy our cars. Okay? The people at Ford gave it a warranty and by year and miles. It's way past both of those. If they could have given it a bigger warranty, they would have. They didn't, because they didn't know what would happen either. Okay? So if you buy this thing and it shows up and it decides to break 3 days later, get it fixed. It's your car. Okay? Anyway, take in all the information. It's a really nice running truck. Thank you for your time.